Wait, you'll do what?
Oh, as I was listening to you, I realized I just had my tongue out of my mouth. You were like, I'm gonna start recording, and I was like, I'll keep my tongue doing weird things.
Like a Yoshi. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. I'm here with Kira H, aka Hedonism Bit, aka Nephine the Spear Thrower, aka the 2020 NES Open Tournament Golf Champion, and we are going to play this game called From Beyond Prologue that I know nothing about, and I'd be surprised if Kira H knew anything about it and didn't tell me.
I actually made this game, but...
Oh. That would explain why the music is so funky. But anyway, it looks cool, and it looks a lot like other point-and-click games that I've played, such as Shadowgate, and Uninvited, and Deja Vu, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of Orpheo's Curse. So, obviously, I decided to play it with Kira H and start a new game. I think this game is, like, scary, too.
Why was the snow only coming in at, like, a corner of the screen?
Because there was a window open, I think. Or that's just how weather works in this world. Deep within the recesses of the Bradford Library, Professor Crawford Tillinghast, anthropologist, was immersed in archaic tomes and long-neglected records, searching for a specific line of scientific inquiry. His investigations eventually uncovered a thread for further scrutiny. So Kira H pointed something out a second ago while we were recording a test, that for some reason all of the I's are minuscule. They are not capitalized.
Which is silly, because, you know, they were probably trying to be like, well, let's differentiate it from an L. But then the L also has a tiny little at the bottom, so...
True. Furthermore, it looks like the J's are lowercase as well. But also I is the letter that you're supposed to uppercase, like all the time, right? The subject was a seldom mentioned and consistently obscured... Where's my mouse? Medieval village. From brief mentions in the ancient tomes, he ascertained it was a place enlivened with the exchange of ideas, populated with practitioners that experimented. Another thing that I'm noticing is that, like, as the words fill out, they will sometimes be moved to the
line is too long.
To the next line. Yeah, so it's hard to follow sometimes. In the power of channeled thought, descriptions of grand ceremonies, a bizarre temple, and interactions with unearthly beings filled the professor with both exuberance and trepidation.
That's what I'm filled with most of the time.
I'm about to be filled with this beer, by the way.
Hey, cheers.
Hey, cheers. I would've got myself a whiskey, but I had no mixers. Oh, that's very good, and I think you'd like it. After further research and endless lambasting from his colleagues, he mounts a one-man expedition in the winter of 1910.
Yeah, in the winter of 1910.
Look, I'm having a hard time reading because I have had a whole sip of beer. December 29th, 1910.
Isn't that, no, I don't know anyone's birthday, sorry.
If you have, like, a couple friends whose birthday is December 29th, 1910, you're gonna get texts about this. With a heavy pull of the brake.
Mad.
Wait, what?
They'll be so mad. I forgot.
I didn't spill.
Yeah, with a heavy pull of the brake. No, you said of the, and I repeated you. Pull the brake engages, and your motor car shudders to a stop. You kill the engine and step out of the vehicle.
Take that, engine.
If your calculations are correct, you should be making a career-establishing discovery forthwith.
Forthwith.
With.
Alright, so, as you can see, one of the first things you'll observe about this environment is that the music is just funky fresh. But there's nothing in our inventory. We came completely unequipped, like we're Solid Snake or something. But I have all these commands, just like, I don't know, any other point-and-click game that you've seen from the NES era. So, let's look at car. Your motor car sits cooling after a long drive. It was on fire at one point, I think. Well, let's take a look at the mountains. The splendor of this cliffside mountain view would be quite captivating if not for the stiff, icy breeze whipping your face.
Sounds like a good time.
Why don't I open up this car and see what happens? Oh, what is that?
What is that? It's your fuel bag. To think, you almost forgot it. I mean, I forgot all of it.
Look at the little grabby hand that I have for a cursor right now. Whoa.
Kind of looks like a head massager.
Okay, so the game like froze for a second as it was populating my inventory list, but I have matches, a compass, a sheathed knife, a light hatchet, dried meat, a pistol.
120 proof, that is strong.
A very hip flask, though. I have the Pope and a lantern. So, why don't I... It looks like... Okay, so here is a compass rose, and obviously this little square on my mini-map represents an exit, so let's go this way.
Wait, how is that obvious?
It's obvious because I have played this game for 1 minute before. The crunch of crisp snow underfoot. Sting of piercing winter air, you adjust your scarf and head into the woods. You adjust your scarf and head.
Winter's cold breath blows the trees. That was a good reading of that. Small clumps of snow shed from the swaying frosted pines. A deer trail branches right from the long overgrown ancient trade route that lies before you.
Yeah, so like it's not just me. This text is like a little hard to read.
Oh, I am not used to cold readings, and it's really cold here, as they've told me.
Good joke. Well, I do have a pretty hip flask, and if you drink alcohol, you warm up, right? That's what people say to do in all those survival guides. Anyway, let's look. Deer tracks. The fresh set leads right. They should have said the Fresh Prince, because everybody knows that joke, right?
No. Oh, I mean, yes.
You follow the deer tracks. They lead to a small clearing. You hear the cries of wolves in the distance.
Why are you sad?
Yeah, why are those wolves crying so much? In this area, you see a series of paw prints trailing off in every direction?
Every single direction.
A thicket of briar is to the right, blocking the entrance of the forest canopy. Canopy. But how did this creature run in every direction? Okay, I'm gonna look at a tree or maybe a mountain.
It exploded. Your hair stands on end. A feeling of unease washes over you. You can't dismiss the feeling of being watched.
There's literally like a giant eye floating around, so yeah, I get it. Okay, so it seems like my controls are just click and right click.
Does that not look like a camel?
I sort of see it, yes. You exit the twisted wood of the tree line and stand at a cliff's edge. To the west, you see the remains of a watchtower. Below, you see sprawling ruins, with a dark spire standing ominously in its center. Also, there's a deer carcass. He lies steaming in the snow in front of you. I'm playing this on Steam, by the way, not sponsored. Well, let's look at this thing. This deer has been brutalized and its hindquarters ripped away.
I can see that. That was some good illustration for that camel with its hindquarters ripped off.
The body lies steaming in the snow, heat still rising from the fresh kill. They should have said Fresh Prince. Well, obviously, let's talk to it. No answer.
No answer.
Can I take it? I don't need it. That's clearly the character saying that. Well, what is this? Is that a bloodstain? It's the deer's missing appendage, freshly severed. Ah, fresh. At least it's fresh.
Is there a no answer line in Albuquerque by Weird Al?
Who is it? There's no answer.
Okay, thank you. I totally zoned out for a second because I immediately was thinking
because you were trying to think of the song Albuquerque by Weird Al, yeah.
Not sponsored.
Who is it? They're not saying anything. A dark spire stands ominously in sharp contrast to the glistening snow-capped white village ruins surrounding it. Sorry, I added a word. Anyway, let's go this way, I guess.
Colors. Oh my gosh, I love it. Can we make friends?
Reaching the end of the trail, you stand in front of the mountain's edge. A 2-story tower with a terrace stands next to a switchback trail. By the way, there's also a wolf. A wolf stands between you and the tower. Well, clearly,
Friend.
I need to save the game here.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got 2 ideas. I can either shoot it
Get
or...
it drunk. Get it drunk.
Sure. Wait, hold on, I have to open the flask first. Open? No? I don't have to open it first? I'll use the flask on this wolf. That doesn't seem to do anything, but also I didn't die, so... What if I use... pistol?
Don't kill it.
You
no.
take aim and fire your pistol. Winter has just begun. Oh, a literary reference. It was a mercy killing. Okay, sure. The wolf lies dead. Its steaming blood paints the snow red. Okay.
I fucking love steam in this game.
Yeah. An old barrel sits next to the tower. You know,
Stand up, Barry.
kind of expected to see a large ape with a tie next to this barrel rather than a wolf. But let's, open it up. No, I can't take or open? Let's try taking. I don't need it. How do you know? A thick rope dangles from the watchtower's terrace.
Talk to it. No, don't.
You got it. I love this little mouth icon. There's no answer. All right, let's use the rope then.
They're not saying anything.
Unfortunately, the bottom section of rope has rotted away. It frays, rips, and falls from bearing your weight. This renders the first climbable portion of rope just out of reach. Well, can I pick
Things
up?
on the barrel.
I don't need this wolf. Look, I can clearly... This is out of reach for us? This barrel is like... Okay, look. I don't know how tall this human is, but if I can't reach this, either I am like 2 feet tall or this wolf is gigantic.
It's a dire wolf, for sure.
Oh, another... Yeah, okay, it was clearly trying to make a Game of Thrones reference. Okay. Can't get to that. Can't get to those shutters, huh? So this takes me back to that place. Okay, I seem to be going sort of in circles. What if I go this way, though?
Whoa.
Holy cow, the howl of wind and wolves fill the air as you approach the narrow switchback trail that heads down the mountainside. Like, what is going on here?
Looks like a storm is brewing. Your lungs burn and ears chill from the frigid breeze.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that looks like a very normal storm. Or should I say, stormal? What?
No, you shouldn't.
You're
Probably.
right. Correct.
Oh no!
Treading down the switchback, the winds kick up. One unfortunate misstep later, the edge of the trail gives way. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this game has like very, I guess, unexpected instant deaths, just like Shadowgate and Deja Vu and Uninvited and all those other games that I have compared this one to. You plummet to the ground below. White fades to black. Black fades to Okay, maybe I didn't die. Your head throbs and your body aches. Go ahead.
You cough, blink, and when light hits your eyes, a new burning white sensation greets them. A shapeless white blur slowly comes into focus and forms a snow-covered field. You lay at the bottom of the mountain. The trail is partially avalanche behind you, and...
Your bag is missing. I read it before you. Oh, goodness.
Shit.
Okay.
It's right there!
It's your field bag.
It's your field bag. I was missing, guys. Oh gosh, we lost our dried meat.
You pick up your field bag, taking a quick inventory. It appears that you have lost several pieces of gear in the fall. But at least we have sticks now. Huh? In the distance, you can see a road leading to what looks like a farmhouse. This looks like a farmhouse. In the distance, you can see a road leading to what looks like a farm. Okay, that's the same thing.
But it's actually a wolf.
Plodding through the snow, you can see that the farm has been abandoned for ages. The roof has collapsed on the northern half of the building.
Good thing we have this compass. Oh no, we don't anymore.
Yeah, but we can still see which way we're going if we look at the mini-map. We just have this sense of where the cardinal directions are. The house is demolished. Stepping forward, your foot kicks a couple of boards. They tumble down. You see the corner of some vellum peeking out. The note is hastily scribbled and barely legible. It reads, Milo in cellar, never open. Okay. Okay. Okay, that seems like a pretty good hint. Milo is actually is a nearby town that's known for its wine, and the owner of that Milo wine doesn't want you to open it unless there's like a really special occasion. That's what that note is about. Great joke, KarmaJolt. Wait, what?
I said we just survived an avalanche, so that's a pretty special occasion.
That's a reason to celebrate, yeah.
Yeah.
The barn has partially collapsed.
Thanks.
Its front door hangs off its hinges, threatening to fall with each blow of the frigid wind. Well, let's go inside. Clearly, we should go inside.
Aren't pitchforks supposed to only have 3
tines?
Yeah.
Do pitchforks have tines, or is that just a regular forks thing?
Well, now all of my fork knowledge has left my brain. So.
Whoa, what's this over here? Okay, nothing.
Is it a fork dictionary?
Yes, it is. It's the Fork Cyclopedia. In the comments, let us know a weird fork fact. The structure appears on the verge of total collapse. You crouch and stick your head in. While the barn has partially collapsed, the numerous joists and stalls are stabilizing the roof and walls. That rhymed. That was sick.
That was such a good poem.
It appears structurally sound, enough for a quick peek. The floor is filled. The floor is filled with farming equipment, sacks and barrels. In the corner, skirting a row of stalls, sits a pile of clutter. Clearly, I want to take this pitchfork. Yeah. Can I look at it? The pitchfork is old, cracked and rusted. Great. Well, what's all this over here? A variety of dusty sacks.
Dusty sacks. Sorry.
Neatly arranged, though, against the walls. A sheaf of wheat is
There's
painted
no R in that.
on the rough cloth exteriors. Or is it sheaf? What is that word? I've never seen that before.
You know, like a sheep.
You
Is that
consider
really
opening one up, but
complicated?
decide against it, making a mess and challenging your sinuses for now. Decide against making a mess. Okay, I see what it. All right, I read it wrong. Never mind. I want to open one. No, I can't. What about this barrel? Opening the lid, you peer inside and find the barrel holds ancient grain. Astoundingly, it looks like it could have been deposited yesterday. The mix seems to be an animal feed. Okay, well, let's take some. You take a palm full of the grain.
And then you throw it like confetti.
Yeah, to celebrate before we get that Milo wine.
Yeah.
Random items form a haphazard mound. You notice that some items seem completely out of place in a barn. Like what? Can we like tell what this is? Let's take some items. This mound makes no sense.
That makes no sense.
The items in this
That's the
pile
trouble.
seem randomly selected. Many items appear to be whole and in working order, so you decide it is not a junk pile. After considering why fine furniture and working farm equipment would be heaped together with rocks and detritus, another word I definitely know, you realize the one aspect they share. You conclude that their heavy weight is the only common feature. Rolling up your sleeves, you begin separating the items. After clearing the clutter, you discover a thick wooden hatch door secured with a sturdy lock. A yellowed old note is tacked to the door. Uh-oh, this is where Milo is, isn't it?
You pluck the note from a nail. Scanning the vellum, you find a warning.
I thought vellum had two L's.
Yeah, I'm confused by that one.
They messed up.
Good. Danger. Do not open. Well, let's definitely just leave. Turn around.
I think it means danger. Definitely save before opening.
Yes.
You turn the note over and find that this side is an enumerated bill of sale.
Header reads, Mr. Frederick Mercer bought of Foreman Brothers and ground dealers and all types of grain, flour, and feed for sale. If that's the receipt had a weird voice.
Okay, so like, what is all this stuff? Okay, that's a lock. Is there anything I can take here? It's so dark. I wish I had my lantern still.
Horseshoes. Are those horseshoes? What is the horseshoe looking like shelving unit? Hey, called it.
Rusted horseshoes are securely
Why?
nailed to
Why
the
would you
stone.
nail it to the wall? They're for the horses.
Can I take anything here? I'm just trying to mouse wheel and see if that does anything. Anyway, let's save real quick. New save. Does it look like there's anything we can take here? Or is it just junk? Well, let's get out of here. And go this way. 3 ramshackle, single-room wooden dwellings stand near the frozen field. Snowdrifts have engulfed the back of the shacks. In a sweeping mound, their roofs bow, or is it bow, under the weight of the snow? Yeah, obviously it's bow so that it rhymes with snow.
Bow burn them under the weight of the snow.
I think the word is bow though, because it like curves like a bow, you know, like a bow and arrow bow.
I agree.
Let's take a plank. Let's take a plank, y'all. These huts likely once housed farm laborers. Beaten up by weather and time, they are far too structurally unsound to enter.
Let's go in.
I just noticed that I have a journal option, so yeah, let's journal about this. With these first strokes of my pen, I establish my field research journal to formally document my discoveries and adventures. It is a brisk day, and I truly did myself no favor in setting out before the spring thaw. I feel confident that my preparations were adequate to ensure the success of my expedition. Glorious! At the bottom of this cliff lies my destiny. I am vindicated. This vista holds the promise that all my sacrifices have been worth it. From here, the village looks to be in impeccable condition. Only a closer examination will reveal the true state of the structures. Were I not a scientist, I would believe that I am personally cursed. Misfortune happens to all, but more frequently than most to me. It seems, though, that my curse is tempered with a bit of luck, for I did not die this time. This day I suffer only bruises in both pride and body. Hey, time to celebrate. My scientific mind, of course, knows that this all comes down to impatience begetting haste, which resulted in poor planning. My curiosity could not wait for spring's thaw if I had but packed cleats and winter poles, which reminds me, now I must locate my accursed pack. Okay.
Well, wait, he just said he would think himself cursed if he were not a scientist, and then called his pack cursed.
But also, apparently we've been writing this down the whole time while we're, you know, like shooting wolves and stuff.
You shouldn't have shot that wolf.
Well, I stand at a cobblestone road intersection. 4 homes lay smashed. Piles of debris form large mounds in the center of each foundation. Ah!
Oh no. Oh no.
You don't have game sound, do you?
No, I don't.
Holy cow! For a second I thought like the fire alarm was going off, because that sound is super loud and obnoxious. Like, I was about to be like, oh, hold on, I gotta go for a second, because there was just like a piercing alarm. That was really loud, and you saw how low I put the sound effects volume, did you not?
No.
Anyway, very obnoxious sound.
I'm not helping at all. But I like how much they're saying ye in this.
You go ahead and read this one.
Alright, hail. Salutations and well met, fellow person. I've been watching ye. Ye need not flee, nor panic. I be here to converse well, in essence, if not practice. I nailed it. Do stop backing away and flailing. There being nowhere to run and no need of it. I do hope ye comprehend me. My vernacular may well be dated.
I do love that he started his conversation, or whoever is, like, I guess telepathically messaging us, started the conversation with, why, hello, fellow human. Like, not suspicious at all. Beep boop bot, I am definitely not a robot.
Worry not, I will adjust as we get to know each other. When ye be better adjusted, seem ready I'll stop by for another air visit? Chat? Air visit?
Yeah, I don't know either. A teamster barn sits in the distance, doors agape. Let's go in there.
Stop it.
You slog your way through the snow towards the barn. The doors are wedged open. Wind whips through the spacious gateway. I cannot stress enough how obnoxious that sound was. And like, also before we started, I definitely set the sound effects volume to very low. So, kind of glad I did that. The whistles go woo through the many holes where the planks and shingles have long since given up their perches on the walls and roof.
Up on the roof.
Up on the roof. Shoutouts to Ludacris. Don't have to read that. Can I get this wheel? No, that's probably frozen too. Let's just go inside.
Go to the wheel.
Inside the barn is a collection of barrels, drays, and bones. Oh, I forgot about drays. Is that like a fish outline that's been punched through the back wall? Everything is covered in a light dusting of snow. A plow lays next to the side wall with an assortment of old mining equipment. An old miner? No such thing. Oh, here's an arm. It is the severed arm of a small man.
How'd they know how small he was?
Too small. I bet he couldn't reach that rope from earlier.
His sleeve is still attached and it said small on the tag.
Yeah, the tag is on the sleeve. There are no indications of a blade being used. Dislocation is present in all of the major joints.
Major joints.
The arm has been ripped off. Instead of just like manually or surgically removed. Well, let's take a...
Someone cheated that arm out of a good deal.
I'll probably need a hand in beating this game. I've discovered a lever. It probably broke off in the destroyed cart. That was not what I was trying to pick up, but I guess I got a lever. I got a lever where she is, because she's pretty dead and I can't help. Okay, I definitely clicked look at the bones, but this guy wants to tell me about the hole in the wall. If the hole in the wall wasn't indicative enough of the power exerted by some unknown apparatus or entity, the powdered spine and neck bones of this poor horse would be. Oh, okay, I see where he's going with that. After examining the long-dead nag, I can only hypothesize that it was no machinery that wrought this destruction. The W's look weird, I gotta say. The horse's head was manually severed from its body through the application of force to its upper vertebrae and neck. Poor creature.
glad that they got real detailed on that.
It looks like something burst through the wall. Something big. The fissure and walls are coated in a black mucoid material. Ooh, let's take some. I don't need it. How do you know? You don't even know what it is. I don't need that.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Alright, so I'm just gonna try to take a couple things around here.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, I got a pickaxe. I didn't even see that there, but apparently I found a pickaxe. The rusted iron head is perfectly balanced on the rough wooden handle. Alright, well, mashing the take button seems to do me well here, so let's save over save one. Where should I go?
Upper left corner.
Good. Adjacent to the main road, a large open front building stands between two intersections. Substantial wooden arcades hold up the second story. Oh, that sounds fun. The second story wattle and daub living quarters. I'm learning a lot of new words today.
What'll you have? I'll just have a daub. This door is undamaged. Well, how the fuck? Who made this door? Let's find that carpenter and get in touch. Clearly.
Apparently it's locked too. Well, it's about to be damaged.
Oh no!
After several heavy swings, you realize this door is not going to give anytime soon. Dang, okay.
So you just continue for another hour.
Yeah, wow. Whoever built that door made a really solid door. So I imagine the daub and wattle are very solid as well. Let's go up the stairs, I guess. You climb the burnt ooze smeared stairs. I didn't notice they were ooze smeared. That's like a safety hazard. Unless it's very sticky ooze, in which case it makes it easier to climb the stairs without falling. The central hall is a scorched disaster. Wait, what?
I just said it's like a carpet.
Yeah, you know, like ooze and carpet, same thing. Furniture is flipped and demolished. Wait a second. Okay, so whatever creature is out there is strong enough to not only, like, eat a horse whole and rip off a human's arm, but it can flip furniture.
Yes. Also, the back door is charred and collapsing is quite a review.
Yeah, 2 stars on that door. Not as good as the one that we couldn't break open. Boards groan and split every time you near the entryway. Okay, so I feel like it's...
I read that as broads groan and split every time you near the entranceway.
Ah, these crazy broads.
I'm so glad you read it the right way. My brain was confused for a second there.
The floor is riddled with holes. This is a mini golf building. That's what that is. You're supposed to put the ball in the holes. There is a broken oil lantern laying near the fireplace.
It's a bad place for that.
Was that the one that fell out of my pack?
I don't know, pick it up. I don't need it.
I shan't be needing this.
He fucking changed it when I started just like making fun of that I don't need it.
He heard you making fun of him. A small dowry chest sits next to the broken window. Isn't a dowry like a gift that you get when you're marrying someone? Mm-hmm. It's like an archaic term for like, oh, I'm marrying into your family. I'm marrying your daughter, so give me money as a dowry.
Yeah.
So there might be money in here. It's locked.
It's locked. I shan't be needing this. I'm salty that he changed what he said.
No answer. I wonder if he changes what he says here. No answer.
No answer. He's not saying anything.
Stonework is damaged. It seems as if something large slammed into it. Like this raft? Old bloodstains trail from the fireplace to a fallen cabinet where it has pooled. Oh, can I, I don't have like a push option. I don't need it. Well, it's like hard. What is this thing in the center though?
Yeah.
A dinted cooking cauldron
Oh my
lays tipped
God.
over inside.
Okay, in my latest D&D, okay, it was a couple weeks ago, but we found a cauldron that if you put any water into it or snow, it like boils into a very, very good soup. And so now we have this like magic cauldron that will forever feed anyone as long as you have water. And it's like the coolest thing. And we literally were like, should we just stop adventuring and like open a soup kitchen? Like help townspeople out and just not try to keep. We ended up continuing on the campaign, but it's a cool cauldron, and I want that cauldron to be the same. Anyway.
That's pretty dope. That sounds super cool.
Hey.
Sorry, you stride towards the we're striding now. Towards the two-story building made of thick stone blocks with smashed lead light windows. Oh, and I just noticed that in the corner there's like a little parchment, which either means it's auto-saving or I'm writing something in my journal. Yeah, it's probably that. Here's a weird clam. A fallen sign is engraved with a stein sprouting 3 stalks of wheat. The traditional image identifies this building as a tavern. I love marketing and logos and such, but I don't need it. The tavern doors have been torn from their hinges. The entrance seems to have been hastily barricaded by several bulky tables and any accessible furniture from the main hall. Man, this guy loves to talk about furniture.
Pickaxe.
This pickaxe is like way less useful than I thought it would be.
Pitchfork it.
I keep trying to pickaxe open like some doors. While attempting to use the pitchfork, the desiccated wooden handle snaps and falls apart in your hands.
Well, now we're gonna be better prepared for vampires. Silence.
So I have nothing now? I can't even hold the metal part of it? Did something happen on the screen just then? Okay, let's just open it. Let's see if it opens, no? Can I climb through this hole in the window? The tavern windows appear to have been broken from the outside. One window has been ripped from the store wall entirely. Deep black stains sully the hole beneath. Oh, that sounds gross. The tavern windows appear to have been broken from the outside. The leadwork bows inward, with most of its glass missing. What's this gross stuff?
That looks like a good goth club, honestly. I miss going outside. I don't need it. I shan't be needing this.
Wait, so... Oh, I walked up to the window but did not go inside the tavern. Okay, I see it.
Tavern looks like a war zone. The furniture, again, is splintered or wedged.
That's how you know that it's a war zone, is when the furniture is broken.
Yeah. The stairs have been completely destroyed. Hey, this
Good.
is our game. Fuck you, stairs.
Take that, stairs. Stairs are the worst. What's this? A stained cleaning bucket awkwardly sits next to the star?
Wait.
Did it mean
I
stair?
see
Wow, the
I see
stairs
the
were
star.
so broken that it was missing a letter.
No, do you see the star?
No, actually I don't.
Okay. Are you not wearing the glasses I bought you?
That's a good idea.
I thought I
I'm
heard
wearing
you
the
say-
glasses you gave me for free.
Oh, okay.
Here are the glasses you bought me.
I mean, I still gave them to you for free.
Okay, I see what you're talking about now.
Yes, there is a star.
So Kira H was kind enough to get me a very thoughtful gift. These sunglasses are those enchroma glasses that supposedly let colorblind people see colors like a normal person sees them. And I don't know if it works that well, but I can definitely see the star while I'm wearing them, so thank you. Not sponsored. Drawn in blood is a star with a flame inside it.
We should have looked at that before we looked at the thing that was like, haha, this is next to that star that you weren't looking at.
By the way, this hanging skeleton reminds me a lot of Castlevania 2 specifically. Or...
Is that something I should watch?
Huh?
Is that a show that I should watch? I feel like that's a show now.
Oh,
right?
the Netflix series?
Yeah, people are talking about it, and I don't know whether I should watch it.
I saw season 1 and 2, and I liked it, but also, like, I know, you know, I've played Castlevania 3, so I'm like, oh, I know that, or like, I can relate to this, you know, so that was a big part of why I liked it. But also, season 1 is like 4 episodes, so if you decide you don't like it, then you haven't wasted too much time.
A season at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
a skeleton hangs
hangs
in a noose. Up on the noose.
on the noose. Tell your skeleton not to be mad at me.
Got her with the ludicrous reference. Drawn in blood is a star with a flame inside it. On the skeleton? The symbol is directly below the hanged skeleton. Okay, I see how that's relevant to the skeleton then. But I can't take this bucket? Oh, I can. A rough wooden table. Let's open it. No. Let's open up this skeleton. Let's save the game in slot number 1 first.
To the skeleton? Like, if we start talking to the skeleton, will it be like, hey?
No answer. Not that he can't talk, he just doesn't want to.
Rude.
You cannot reach it. It is far too high.
Well,
so we must be
high.
super short. Most of the furniture has been broken. Okay, well I got a bucket. The stairs look like something huge slammed through them. Splattering patrons' innards on the wall behind. Holy cow.
That is metal.
Yeah, this game is grim.
Oh my god, what's he writing in his journal?
Should we look?
Or was that an autosave? My curiosity could not wait for spring's thaw. If I had but packed cleats and winter poles. Yeah, I think we already said that one.
Yeah, we read that
right?
one.
Now I am plagued by disembodied voices.
No. You gotta read it like, now I'm plagued by disembodied voices.
Oh, right, yeah, sure. This expedition was been rough? I'm sorry, no. I'm not
As soon
here
as
for
you
that.
started trying the voice, it hit you with a typo.
Going so far and trying so long. But in the end, it doesn't matter. But now I must fear losing my mind. The voice startled me so. I began running, a purely adrenal response, but soon realized the futility of my actions and felt foolish. I have long outgrown the days where an invisible friend...
Hold on. He says he began running, but I specifically remember striding. Or something that, right?
It was a stride. It was a stride. An invisible friend would be a welcome happenstance and feel an acute disappointment that it should be so ghoulish as to watch me from afar. This guy just doesn't like voyeurism at all. So that being said, it seems to also be exceedingly polite. That's
Ugh.
I will endeavor to overcome this new difficulty, but fear it may not be an isolated occurrence. What a quaint establishment. In a different time, I would quite fancy swilling a hearty ale or sipping a sweet mead with a local color.
I was totally reading that as a sweet head. But hey, cheers to drinking. Drink responsibly, everyone. I shouldn't have to tell you that. It is held up remarkably. I wonder if I might find an intact cask or two in the Undercroft.
That's that vampire movie,
Tomb
right?
Raider. Oh, what?
Oh no, that was Underworld and Lara Croft. I just made so many things Good brain. Good brain.
Never again. I intend to never set foot in that building again. Never before could I believe that evil was anything other than poor choices, ill notions, or acts of madness. I suspect that belief has just changed. Now, evil has a paradigm, a quantitative, tangible representation. I fear that in my change in perspective, my change of perspective may now interfere with my work. Can I stay true to my reasoned scientific process while dealing with a dark foreboding clouding my psyche? And an immeasurable new profusion of variables corrupting my observations. How can I retain rational thought in an irrational environment? After the horrors I witnessed in the tavern hall, I dread to imagine what may lie in the Undercroft. But I could use a drink, so if it's that... Okay, so it's like hinting heavily that we should check whatever an Undercroft is.
I feel as though I recently had a discussion with friends about, is evil a thing or a concept that doesn't truly exist? And to see this scientist writing out kind of like me being like, yeah, no, evil's not a thing, or is it? And how do I figure it out? And like, it's very relevant to my recent text message, head bobbing.
But also, like, I've encountered this perspective so often where people are like, I don't want to get political here, but like in the case of something like a police brutality, incident, there'll be people online whose entire perspective, their entire argument is like, no human being, especially a cop, would ever do this on purpose. And it's like, yes, they would, and they have many, many times.
Yeah.
So, even without getting into the politics of it, that perspective, that point of view is wrong. It is objectively wrong.
Yeah. And they're probably in the Undercroft. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
If I knew what that was, I would explore it right now.
Well, come into my Undercroft.
Girl? I meant to, but then I accidentally went... Right, okay, I keep forgetting that this screen right here is the outside of the tavern looking into the window, and not inside the tavern having just gone through the window. Anyway... Let's go this way or something. A whitewashed stone cottage.
Sorry.
What were you saying? No, that sounds important.
No, I on the very edge of the screen, I can see your face. Was something I just recognized. I apologize.
Wait, you can see my face?
Like a sliver. Like an Undercroft of it, I think.
A whitewashed stone cottage sits weathered and decayed. One wall has collapsed, leaving the interior exposed to the snow and scouring wind. And this tree is growing one peach, like James and the Giant Peach.
I love that book!
No, this... Red dot, the apple is too high to reach.
We are so short. They just keep short-shaming us.
What if I shoot it? But also, I can't look at the apple?
No, you're too short to even fucking look at it. Stop trying.
A pair of shriveled apple trees. Okay, languish in front of the house.
What a poetic way. Like, is the whole tree shriveled? Anyway.
Both of them, as a matter of fact. Hey, what do you say we save the game here and just, like, arbitrarily call that an episode?
Sure. Only if you can read the farm receipt to me again.
Okay, yes. Look at farm receipt. Danger, do not open. Wait, that's
Don't
something
do
else.
it.
You turn the note over and find that this side is an enumerated bill of sale. The header reads, Mr. Frederick Mercer, bought of Foreman Brothers and Brown, dealers in all types of grain, flour, and feed for sale.
I feel like that shouldn't be in our inventory. I feel like we should have like just crumbled that and thrown it away. And if not, why is that important? And are we gonna have to remember Mr. Frederick Mercer?
Yeah, and am I getting this right? Did they buy a person, like a slave or something?
Is that?
Bought of Foreman Brothers.
Oh, okay. So we bought Frederick Mercer?
That's what I think
That's
it's
what we
implying, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I'm glad
let's
I made us read that again.
let's save the game here in save number 1 and then call that a part. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching us play a little bit of From Beyond Prologue. Until next time, this is KarmaJolt and Kira H signing off. Tell your friends we're great. Hey, thanks so much to my Patreon patrons and my membs and my other donors.